So hello all again. It's been a busy day, preparing a lot of different things. I have talked to some people and explained to them that once we get into April, May, usually it's early to mid-April, but this year has been really late. So typically when we get to mid-April, we start getting busy, but lately this year it's been late May, or I'm sorry, late April. So today, we are waiting for the arrival of our bees. We're waiting for that notification. So in the meantime, we've been preparing our hives for the bees to arrive, for all the ladies and a couple of the gents. If you didn't know, most hives are mostly made out of females, and they're all sisters with one queen. The queen is not the leader. These sisters are the leader. The sisters, all the sister bees, all tell the queen exactly what to do, where to lay. They constantly monitor everything about her. They check to see how much food, water, everything, all her needs are met by all of the sisters. So it's ultimately the sisters who make the decisions. Their brothers, which are the drones, have only pretty much one purpose in life, which is to, of course, impregnate a queen. Now, our queens that we will be arriving with our hives, these are all queens that are already impregnated. So they probably don't need the drones, but we keep the drones around just in case we have to requeen our hive. So that being said, and you can hear the chickens in the background, we're feeding them. So of course they're really excited and they're making a big ruckus. So, we've just spent the past 30 minutes or so cleaning up the hives. It doesn't look like much right now because they kind of look a little messy, mostly because of the fact that we had to clean them up inside the garage. Typically I would just shake them out outside. So there is still some shavings of propolis and old beeswax and all that jazz. But so pretty much this is how we set them up. Last year I did a video on my Instagram page, and I think I did it as an Instagram live. But just to show you really quickly, for winter here in Alaska, this is how we have to actually set up our hives in the beginning of the season. So first we have to put a frame on the outside that has insulation. From that point on, we have frames like that one. Oh my gosh, that one's really heavy. That one's got a lot of old honey in it. The girls will make really good use of that. Same thing goes for this one. This one's really sticky and really heavy. So, put that in there the right way. So it's gonna keep on going until we get to the feeder. The feeder we always put in the second row. This, in a little bit, will contain sugar water. This is just a simple syrup of sugar and water, and we do it to like a 2.1 ratio or so. Then, the very last one is a frame that was inside out. It should have been this way. Wait, did I have this way? Which way did? Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so this one should be on the outside. Now, what's going to happen after that? Once we have them outside, or actually when we put them in our cart and we start bringing them outside, we'll put this all together. Like I said, we've been kind of cleaning these all up, getting them ready. One of these brood boxes is from a couple years ago when we tried to overwinter, so it was a real mess. So we have a lot of like junky stuff all over the place. But like I said, when we get these outside, we'll probably swing them around once or twice before we put the bees in there. In fact, this is a frame I probably should have cleaned up a little bit better. That one I might come back to. But anyways, so then what we do is we put a queen separator. Now, not all beekeepers use this, but we do. This just makes it where the queen cannot travel through here, but the workers can. So when we put the supers, which are the smaller boxes, these are brood boxes. The supers are smaller, they're shorter. When we put the supers on top, this means that the worker bees will be able to travel back and forth between the brood box. Think of the brood box as the nursery. This is where all the babies are, all right, and the queen. Up here at the top, this is where their pantry is. This is where they store all their food, is up here. Now, of course, we don't have that yet because of the fact that we're very early in the season. The bees haven't even arrived to our house yet. So we've got the queen separator. And then next, guys, calm yourself. There's food for everybody. So then we put our top on. And then we put our much chewed up insulation. Obviously, there must have been some honey that dripped on this because a rodent had a field day with it. And I can see, no, this one doesn't, well, it has one rodent poo. Thankfully, we do not have problems with rotavirus or anything like that up here. So we got that up there. And then finally, we take our top and we would just put it on here and fit it on here just like that. we would close our separator. Right now it is closed to the smallest level. So you can see that little hole right there? That is where the bees are going to come in and out of for a while, until the temperatures start to warm up to a level where we don't have to worry about them freezing their little tushies off. So later on, when it gets just slightly warmer, we will open it to the next level. Let's see if I can pop this guy out. No, I'm not gonna be able to pop it out easily. So we're gonna pop that out later. Yeah, I won't be able to pop it out easily. But we're gonna pop it where this entrance right here will now be down, and therefore now the bees will be able to come up there. Now, careful. There we go, let's see. Let's see if Edward's showing me or helping me out here. So if you can see it just like that. You get it? Okay. So the bees will have that entrance. This is like a big door open for them. However, come summer, we're going to completely take this entrance reducer out because we want to allow our bees to have full access in and out, in and out. Now, the only time we will keep this slightly reduced is if we have issues with hornets, which we do have issues with them up here. We have bald-faced hornets and regular hornets or yellow jackets, both of which do tend to pick on our girls. Honeybees are relatively docile. They won't hurt you unless you step on them. They won't hurt you unless you sit on them or something like that. Whereas hornets, wasps, yellow jackets, they will attack honeybees. So what we will do sometimes is we will reduce this away from just having it fully open, and we'll reduce it just to that. So that way the guard bees can sit here and guard the entrance, and they'll make sure that, they'll more or less make sure that everybody who is entering is the bee that is supposed to enter. If there is suddenly an intruder at the front door, then all of the bees will be called. They will release pheromones and they'll go like red alert, attack, and so this kind of gives them a fighting chance. But we also mostly use it in this time of year because it's cold out, guys. It's snowy out. You just saw my video. Look for the winter update. So you can see it's still cold out there. So we want to give our girls the best chance we possibly can. So that being said, we've got 1, 2, 3 hives ready to go. 3 brood boxes ready to go. The setup of this one is almost the same exact thing. I'm not going to take it apart because you already saw it. So that is how it works. And once we get this all set up, oh wait, I forgot one last thing. When we get really close to setting up, we have insulation that is just simply taped all the way around it, and we just make sure to leave open their little open door right there. Except of course it's going to be on the smallest entry. So that's it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions, thoughts, concerns. Have you ever thought that we could raise bees in Alaska? A lot of people did not realize this. A lot of my customers on the phone constantly express to me that they're surprised that people can actually raise bees in Alaska. Yes, we can. It just takes a little bit more TLC. We have to give our girls a little extra treatment than what they do in the lower 48. So that being said, thank you so much all for joining me today. And let me know if you have any thoughts, questions, or whatever. And have a wonderful day. This is Tamara from Bells of the North Homestead, and I am out.